Hello, everybody, and welcome to another stream. Uh, yeah, I fucking meant it when I said I wanted to get back into streaming. um, so yeah, so today we're going to be revisiting the original version of Persona 5, which is one of my favorite games. No, not just one of my absolute favorite game ever made. I played this original version so much, and then Royal came out, and I played it, and I played that a ton since then. I haven't really touched Persona 5, the original version, in a while, so I'm excited to hop back into it. For uh, I did start a playthrough a couple days ago. I was originally planning on just recording it on my own time and making a video out of it, but I thought this might actually be more interesting to do as a stream. So yeah, maybe I'll edit into a compilation later. And also my face cam works now, so that's good. Ugh. Yeah. Oh yeah, I love this opening here. Persona has a trend of having the re-release be a worse version of the opening, having just a worse opening than the original, and I am very sad to say that Persona 5 is no exception to that. The Royal opening, it's grown on me, but it does not hold a candle to the original. It's just, it's so beautiful. Like, if I ever end up getting the PC version of Royal, I'm definitely going to install a mod that uses this opening instead. It is so much better. Oh, I remember back in fucking 2019, I had just gotten I got this game for Christmas 2018. I played it through 2019, and it just this is such a great way to open up a game. It immediately, I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to love this game. Getting into Persona was actually kind of a risk for me because prior to Persona, I was not, actually, no, hang on. Okay, whatever. Before I got into Persona, I was actually not that much of a JRPG guy. I had only played Pokemon prior to that. I had only played Pokemon to any significant degree, I should say. I had played other JRPGs, but I just not very much of them. So yeah, I was afraid that I wasn't going to like the game, and it ended up being my favorite game of all time. So yeah. Is that off? Oh man, it's off. Yeah, let's just get into it. The DLC. I don't own any of the pay for DLC, only the free stuff. Unlike with Royal, you still have to pay for a lot of the DLC, but I can't imagine many people are still playing the original Persona 5.
This story is a work of fiction.
Where that'll matter.
Similarities between characters or events to persons living or dead in your world are purely coincidental. Only those who have agreed to the above have the privilege of partaking in this game. The contract has been sealed. The world is not as it should be. It's filled with distortion, and ruin can no longer be avoided. Those who oppose fate and desire change. From time to time, they were referred to as tricksters. You are the trickster. Now is the time to rise against the abyss of distortion.
Oh yeah, this scene. Oh. What I was just talking about with the opening being just such a awesome way to start this. It's like... Oh. It's so beautiful, firstly. Just the animation in this game. The anime cutscenes are so well done. It strikes that perfect balance of being mysterious enough that you're wondering what the fuck is going on, but still being engaging enough so that you actually want to find out the answer. That's an issue I've noticed with a lot of like games that build themselves on mysteries. They'll have the mystery, but they won't give you a reason to want to solve it. And I think this game makes you want to figure out the answers.
He's here. Moving immediately.
Just like why is this guy in this weird attire with like a Joker mask hopping around in a casino? Like, what the fuck's going on?
Good. Now get running.
This is our only chance.
Stay calm. You can get away now.
And of course, you're introduced to the various characters to the other Phantom Thieves well before you actually meet any of them.
Don't worry about us.
So it's like,
Just
oh,
concentrate on getting away.
who are these people? Like, why?
But I have to say, showing yourself
I'm
above that crowd earlier
I'm
was an
probably
excellent
not
move.
providing a
Nice
whole
work as
lot of
always,
insight,
Joker.
but yeah, you know.
The enemy's
I'm skipping
focus is
that.
on
I
you.
don't mean to. I'm
Looks
sorry.
like the rest of us can move away. Everyone remember where we're meeting up?
Stop right now.
And now keep in mind, you know, this part is something that is also in Royal. You know, this isn't exclusive to the
Take it down,
original.
Joker.
But I just can't get over it. This especially, like seeing the security guards transform into like weird creatures, rips off the mask. It's like, what the fuck is going on? What? and you want to find out more, and you get right into it. It immediately tells you
Go down.
what the problem is, what's going on here. You know, like Persona 4 and 3 and 4, as great as those games are, definitely have a problem of it takes way too long to get into any actual gameplay. Not that this gameplay is particularly like intriguing. It's a very simple, but it gives you a good idea of what's to come. And it's
Good.
yeah.
You defeated them with ease. More of them?
Oh,
Be careful.
I'm trying to make a point, but I don't think I'm articulating it very well. And of course, it adds a little bit of replayability because you start the game over, and you watch it all, and you know exactly what's going on. You know who all the characters are. You know why the security
Come on,
guards
man.
are the way that they are,
I'm okay.
and it's really interesting. Yeah. One of the things about this original version compared to Royal, originally there were a lot of voice lines, a lot of lines like these that. Okay, this one has a voice to it, but a lot of lines just didn't have any sort of voice attached to it, and that made it. And but one thing they did in Royal, in addition to all the new shit, is that they just added voices to all the original voice lines, or to all the original lines rather. Yeah. Also in Royal, this little prologue part is extended a little bit. There's another section that teaches you the grappling hook and also shows off Kasumi. I'm gonna say it right now. I don't like Kasumi. She's probably she's easily my least favorite addition to Royal.
You're there.
She just
That's just how it is.
I don't like her. She feels like a self-insert that somehow, like a self-insert OC that somehow got added to Atlas's whatever. You know what I'm saying. I hope you know what I'm saying at least. Yeah, and I especially don't like how, in the Royal version of this prologue.
What a show off.
I'm not gonna get into that. I want to talk about how good this is. Hell yeah. That was some beautiful animation right there.
Enemies here?
What's wrong?
These readings. It can't be.
What happened?
An ambush? Joker, can you handle this?
Joker!
Oh no.
Capture him! Let's go! Go, go, go! Get over there!
That's a cool little bit of contrast where it's like he's being badass, flipping through windows, all that shit, and then he gets caught.
Didn't expect to find some kid.
Yeah, I can words
You have your
good.
teammate to thank for this. You were sold
And
out.
the planting of the seed that is the existence of a traitor among the group. I feel like that does show their hand rather early. It's once you know that there is a traitor, it's pretty easy to figure out who it is. But at the same time, I don't think they were trying to hide it that much. I feel like you were
Guess the drug was
supposed
too
to
strong.
figure it out way earlier.
Wake him up.
But maybe that's just me. I don't know. Ugh. Yeah, one of the
No dozing
big
off.
themes of this game is like the corrupt Japanese society
Still don't get it, do ya?
and just
Give it up!
the way that quote unquote
Cooperate.
the bad guys in
What?
society
You
are
want another
treated
shot?
by the general public and the
What about the
government.
camera?
And
Are you thinking it can be used as
having
video
this
evidence?
police brutality here shows it off perfectly.
Hear my question? Answer!
Ugh.
Obstruction
Very
of justice,
brutal, but-
blackmail, defamation, possession of weapons. Manslaughter too, yeah? Talk about the works. To think that all those crimes were led by a punk like this. And you seem to be enjoying every second of it. Huh?
Okay, so I'm gonna play on a hard mode. Merciless, I don't really like it. It really all it does is just make you have to grind more, and arguably it's not even any harder than hard mode is. If anything, it might be a little bit easier because of the whole mechanic of getting triple damage on weakness. But yeah, hard mode it is.
You should know your place.
I remember the original Persona 5 was significantly harder than Royal was. Royal had a lot of changes to it that made it
Sign here.
that made it way easier.
Confession. under
Some of those was just giving you more options to what you can do.
I see.
But there were also
I need
other
your
things
hand
where they
to
just
sign
straight
this,
up
bud.
made the AI easier.
I don't
Like
care
for the
if you
first,
end up
like
losing
one
a
of the
leg.
mini bosses early on, they just added a thing where he just stops acting for 1 out of his 3 turns.
Don't expect to walk out of here in one piece.
Like
We are
it's
going to
weird.
make you
It's
understand.
another
Must
one of the
take full
downsides. But
responsibility for their actions.
it's not like this game isn't exactly that difficult either. It's especially if you've played the previous Persona games, or especially if you came here from Shin Megami Tensei. Yeah. So I am just going to give myself the name that I gave myself on my first ever playthrough of the game, that being Shiro Zatani. Yeah. It's just the name I randomly came up with. I don't even think Kazatani is a real Japanese last name, but whatever, you know. I sigh.
Excuse me, but this area's off.
I'm Nijima from the public prosecutor's office.
The prosecutor's office? What business do you have here?
Everyone loves
Just
Sai.
let me through.
Like,
It's
she
urgent.
was like,
There's
of all the
something I need to
characters in the
confirm with the
game,
suspect.
I think
Nijima-san,
Sai was like
I believe
the-
this case is no longer in your
the
jurisdiction.
character everyone wanted like a proper
Besides-
social link for the most.
You prosecutor
And she
signed
didn't end up
Nijima?
getting one. She's still automatic like she is in
There's a
this
call
game.
from your director. Hurry and get it over with.
Which makes
To be
sense.
frank,
I can't really
you're
think
being an
of
inconvenience.
I can't really think of a way they could have incorporated a proper social link into her into the story, because without changing
I'm
a lot,
responsible
but
for this case, yet I'm not even being allowed an interrogation?
would have been nice.
I'm calling because I knew you'd bring it up.
I will not be convinced unless I confirm it for myself. This is my case.
I'm trying hard
Good
not
luck
to
to you,
like
then.
say any spoilers, because just in
won't be
case there's
expecting
someone
much,
watching who
though.
hasn't played the game yet. So,
Prosecutor, I forgot to mention something
in
important.
which case I would highly recommend playing
Your time will be
playing
cut
this
short.
game yourself.
We can't permit you to
due to the
talk
whole
with him
social
for
link
long.
system. It's, you know, these games are definitely something best played as blind as possible.
It's for your
on
own sake.
And also just a general good idea for heavily story-based
His
games.
methods
but,
are unknown. After
yeah,
all,
but
we
if
don't even know
you
if it's
can't
safe
play the
to simply
game or
meet
don't
and
want
speak with
to,
him.
just want to see playthrough of it, that's perfectly fine. I'm not about to kick you out.
understand.
Yeah. Just know that I'm going to be obviously talking over dialogue, so might not be your best first experience.
I didn't expect it'd be you. You'll be answering my questions this time. Those bastards. Can you hear me? It seems you've been through a lot. Almost anything can happen here. And I can't stop them.
That little "those bastards"
That's
line
why I
does
need you to
a
answer me honestly.
good way
I don't
of
have much time either.
showing
What was your
she's
objective?
on.
Why did you cause such a major incident?
Like, she is against you,
I didn't think it
but
was a prank
she's
from
like
the get-go,
not
but I couldn't
as
assemble
bad
a case for
as the
prosecution.
others. She is just as against
It's
what
because
they're
I
doing
couldn't figure out the
as
method
you
behind
are.
it.
She just happens to not be on your side at the moment.
True. There's no way I could be convinced of such a world just by reading the reports. It seems you're coherent. When
Setting
and where
up-
did you find out about that world?
Setting up
How
the
is it even
seeds
possible
of
to steal another's heart?
the rest of the game.
Now,
Makes you wish, oh,
Tell
what's
me
this
your
other
account
world
of
they're talking
everything.
about? Like, what the hell?
start from the very beginning.
Probably much less of a mystery if you're used to the Persona series. It's kind of normal in these games to have like an alternate world, but you know.
You are held captive, a prisoner of fate, to a future that has been sealed in advance. This is truly an unjust game. Your chances of winning are almost none. But if my voice is reaching you, there may yet be a possibility open to you. I beg you, please overcome this game and save the world. The key to victory lies within the memories of your bonds. The truth that you and your friends grasped. It all began that day, when the game was started half a year ago. For the sake of your world's future, as well as
Funny.
your own, you must...
Almost like she knows we're in an actual video game. But, save my progress. Yeah. That was the one I was talking about before. Where I started a playthrough before, but decided to stream it instead. And there's my original playthrough. It took me 135 hours to beat the game originally. Hopefully, with experience, it'll take me significantly less time for this. But yeah. There was my Merciless run I started that I abandoned because Merciless sucks, and then a couple of various other some other playthroughs that I started that I don't quite remember what they were for. But yeah, I'm gonna overwrite that. Don't need to save twice.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for riding with us today. We will be arriving in Shibuya shortly. This is the last stop for this line. Please transfer here for all subway lines. The doors to your left will open.
Oh boy, here we go.
Please help!
Damn brat! I'll sue!
There's the line that everyone quotes.
What? Are you for real? A mental shutdown? It's the truth! To a person, though? That's gotta be a joke. You really love all that occult stuff, don't you?
God, I know I keep gushing about, like, I keep gushing about it without actually saying anything of real, like, significance, but I just can't help it. Whenever I see these cutscenes, I always think about the first time I played, you know, seeing, oh, what the hell? And then
That's what's going.
it's like, oh, what's going on? Like, everyone's stopping, what? And then it's just does such a good job of making you want to find out what the fuck is going on. It's... Oh, I'm noticing the game's a bit louder. Yeah, there we go. Or maybe it was perfect the way it was. I don't know. Maybe at some point I'll figure out this whole sound balancing thing eventually. But yeah, that whole scene with the flames and showing off protagonist with that sadistic grin. It's like, oh, what the hell? And again, I feel like I'm adding nothing here. I'm feeling like anyone who has played this game, like, knows exactly what I'm talking about. Like, they don't need me to say it. Anyone watching for the first time can probably figure it out themselves, but I just... I love this game, man. and I just love gushing about it. Was there another accident over there? I see a policeman over there. Oh, he's just watching to make sure everyone's safe. be scary if something like that happened again, though. Let's hurry home. I do love that you can just listen in on various conversations. Ugh. I do kind of love that it doesn't like you look at the map, it doesn't tell you where you're supposed to go, but you listen to it, and it's like you can talk to that police officer and you can like ask him where, and it'll be like, okay, I wish it didn't show the waypoint, but still, it's cool. I wouldn't want a whole game that acts like that, but it's cool that for like just this beginning part it does that.
A public transit bus was driven down an opposing lane with its customers still in it. The citizens can't live in peace if this keeps up.
Oh, how frightening.
What could be going on? Didn't something similar happen just the other day?
Vertical is the name of a shellfish used for farming pearls.
Oh, right.
And we're introduced to Sojiro here, who
We'll
is
be going now. The
a
payment's
character
on the
that
table.
we'll get to know very well as the game goes on.
Thanks for
but-
coming.
This place is in the back alley, so there's no worries of a car crashing in here.
A what now?
We're at a
There's
sort
been
of
string those
slower
rampage
point at the
accidents,
beginning,
you know.
but
I just hope that none
you know,
happen
like I
around
said,
here.
I do,
None of my concern.
these slower parts of the Persona series are very
We'll see you
important.
next
Like
time.
I don't mean to say that they shouldn't be in the game, that they're bad, because they do set up a lot of the characters and story, and they're instrumental to getting us
4
attached to the
hours for
game
just a single
as at least as I do.
So, you're the guy.
But like it can get very boring, especially on repeat playthroughs.
Yeah. I'm Sojiro Sakura.
Yeah, it can
You'll
get
be in my
boring, but
custody over the next year.
that again, that's
I was
the
wondering
one
what
that's
kind of
one thing that
unruly
this game
kid would
does
show up
better
here.
than the previous
You're
ones,
the one,
where
huh?
it 3 and 4 it
Have you been
starts
told?
slow
A customer of
and then
mine
it
and your parents
ramps
know
up
each other, and-
after like an hour or two.
Well, not that.
But this game, it's like fast,
Follow
then
me.
slow, then fast, then slow, and you still get the slow moments that help set up
This
everything,
is your room.
but more of a but
At
you,
least give you
you
sheets
get
for your
enough
bed.
of a taste of the action that you're not like waiting for the game to start.
You look like you want to say something. It's on you to clean up the
Like
rest.
Persona 4 especially was really
I'll be
bad
leaving
about
after I
that,
lock up each day.
because I think
You'll be
even
alone at night, but don't do anything stupid. I'll throw
even
you
when
out
you
if you
use
cause
the
any-
fast forward in Persona 4 Golden, which I believe is faster than the fast forward
I
in
got
this
the
game.
gist of your situation.
The fast forward in Golden can take
protected some woman from
even
a man
using it.
forcing himself on her.
The
He got
prologue,
injured,
the
then sued
opening
you,
bit
right?
for Golden can take like an entire hour just to
What you
get to
for
some
sticking your nose in a
gameplay.
matter between
Like,
two adults. And now that you've got a criminal record, you were expelled from your high school.
but in Persona 5, if you're like skipping dialogue and all that, you can get to free time when you're able to actually do things in the game yourself
In other words, they got rid of you for being a pain
in over
the
the course
ass.
of an hour, and even in that
best you
hour
not talk
you're
about
still
anything unnecessary.
doing stuff.
I
Like,
am in the restaurant.
it's heavily scripted, mind you, but you are
Behave
doing
yourself
stuff.
For the year. If nothing happens, your
You
probation
know,
will be lifted.
it's a lot easier to not get bored, especially when you've played it as many times as I have. Ugh.
Cause any problems, and
Yeah.
you'll be sent straight to juvie.
Persona 3 was a lot better than Persona 4 was. I feel like
Shujin Academy.
I don't think Persona 3 does it quite as well as 5 does, but it does. It does it decently well. I just think the problem with Persona 3 is that its story doesn't really actually start until you're like halfway through the game. Like,
what a waste of my Sunday.
For the first half of that game, you're basically just
Your luggage arrived earlier.
You're just going through the motions of an RPG. It's like, oh, okay, there are some evil creatures here. Go kill them. Okay, cool. Why? Just because. And you don't actually, nothing interesting actually happens until the halfway point, which makes it just a very uninteresting game to play. Not that I don't like Persona 3 or 4. I love all of the Persona games aside from the originals. From 1 and 2. I guess I should say I love all the modern Persona games. I just think I just think that the previous games have some problems with pacing that I think Persona 5 does way better. I think at least at the beginning, it can get kind of this game does get a little bit kind of slow as you're getting through it, especially because this game is significantly longer than either of the previous games. But yeah.
I'm gonna head back then.
Yeah. And it's probably one of the reasons why I am so into this game, because it just does such a good job of hooking you immediately.
Damn brat! I'll sue!
And again, not that I dislike the previous games. I actually started my playthrough of Persona 4 here on the on this channel. If you look at if you go back through my channel history, I did start with
How dare you crawl?
I did start Persona 4. I never finished it on the channel because Persona 4 Golden came out on PC, so I started playing that instead. Yeah. And if you watch those, I was very, very much interested in seeing where it was going. But I do wonder how well I would have actually gotten through the game if that was my first game. Like, I feel like part of the reason I was able to stick through that slow beginning was because I was a Persona fan. Anyways, this woman is being sexually assaulted. So that's fun. And
the police are my bitches. They're not gonna take you seriously.
No! Stop!
Ugh.
Someone called the cops, huh?
Gross.
Get in the car. Incompetent fools like you just need to shut your mouths and follow where I steer this country.
Setting up the game for later.
What are you looking at?
Without spoiling too much, this character does return to
This ain't a show.
Be
Get lost, kid.
to be a very important character.
See?
As the game goes
This is
on.
all because you're so damn slow.
And
get in the car.
yeah. Anyways. Yeah. So we stopped him from assaulting the woman. He got injured. And then we got arrested for trying to be a good person. So once again, going back to what I was saying about, this game is a criticism of Japanese society, and the way it treats the quote unquote bad people of the world. Yeah. Oh, the Velvet Room. Yeah. This is... Once again, the game is really good at setting up, like, oh my god, what the fuck is going on? Not that this is something that all of the games do well, you know, they introduce the Velvet Room early, and, you know, it becomes a important part of the gameplay and the story as it goes on, but... Early and Justine. If you arrange the letters on their hats, it spells out oxymoron, and there is a reason for that. But I obviously can't say it without spoilers. And Igor.
Trickster, welcome to my Velvet Room.
It's funny. First time I played this game, I had heard about Igor before I played Persona, but I was expecting him to have a much higher voice, and I was very surprised when he had this deep voice like this.
You're in the presence of our masters.
And sure enough,
I am delighted
he did
to
have a
make your
higher voice in the previous games. It's just this game where his voice is much
dream
lower.
and reality, mind and matter. It is a room that only those who are bound by a contract may enter. I am Igor, the master of this place. Remember it well. I summoned you to speak of important matters. It involves your life as well.
It's funny too. I had played this when I had first played this game. I hadn't played Catherine. Catherine being a game that was another game Atlas made that was effectively a prototype Persona 5, just not a Persona game.
In the near future, there is no mistake.
It's in the same engine, has a similar art style, all of that stuff. It even reuses a few character designs.
I speak of the end to everything.
Yeah, so having now
However,
played
there is a means
Catherine,
to oppose
just
such a
recently,
fate.
in fact,
You
I
must
played
be
through Full Body.
Rehabilitated toward freedom.
You can definitely
That is your
see
only
the
means to avoid
similarities, like
ruin. Do you have the resolve
specifically
to
the way
challenge
Joker
distortion of the
looks
world?
behind the bars there with his like crazy
Allow me
eyes.
to observe the
It's
path of
a face that
rehabilitation.
Vincent makes a lot in that game. So
Pardon me for
definitely
not introducing the others.
Yeah.
To your right is Caroline. To your left
This game
is
looks
Steve.
amazing.
They serve as
If that isn't obvious already, if I haven't made that clear, I love the look of this game.
The duty of wardens is to protect
I will
innocents.
say,
We
I
are
do
also
prefer
your
the look of
That is,
Shin
if you
Megami
remain
Tensei 5.
obedient.
I think that
shall
just
explain the roles of
it does a
each
much better
at
job
another
at
occasion.
doing the whole like anime style
Now then,
in
it seems the
HD
night is
quality
waning. It is
thing,
almost time.
or whatever you
Take your
might call
time to
this.
slowly come to understand this place.
You know,
We will surely meet again.
I hope what I'm saying makes sense, but I am not holding my breath.
Time's up. Now hurry up and go back to sleep.
I am just now realizing that my overlay is blocking the subtitles. Oops. Hope nobody deaf is watching. Although I can't imagine deaf people watch live streams that often, since live subtitles are hard to do, but whatever.
Hey.
But yeah. Sojiro got the drip on that I think he only wears for this scene. I don't think he wears that hat in any other scene in the game.
Jeez.
At the very least, you seem to be able to read the text boxes, so that's good.
me a favor and behave yourself, all right? Don't get me
Okay.
wrong. I don't care what
And he
happens.
takes it off immediately. He didn't even wear it into the school.
Just don't cause me any trouble.
To reiterate, just so we're clear, you will immediately be expelled if you cause any problems. Honestly, I hesitated on accepting someone like you. But there were some circumstances on our side. You might have done a variety of things in hiding in your hometown.
One thing that's really cool
you will
about like
behave
this
yourself here.
and other scenes in the
If you are
game,
thrown out from our
the
school,
background
there will be
and
no
the
place
desk
for you
here
to go.
are 2D
Keep that in
art,
mind.
and if you look at them, you can
This
you
is
can
the
tell
teacher in
very
charge
much
of
that
your
it's
class.
2D, but it's
I'm Sadayo Kawakami.
really cool how well they managed to blend it. Like,
Here's your student ID.
it really does look like they are standing.
Be sure to read the school
Where they
rules.
are.
Any violations will send you straight to the guidance office.
Reminds me of
And
like
if by chance
the
you cause
original
any
Resident
problems,
Evil with the
I won't be able to
pre-rendered
protect you at all.
backgrounds. The entire game was done in that style, and similarly,
That is your
they did a
promise,
great
yes,
job
Principal
hiding it.
Kabayakawa?
It's
He
only
is
really
responsible
visible
for all his actions.
like in recent years. You know, with the
Really,
advance
though?
of
Why
technology
me?
and
There should have been
being
better
able to see the
candidates.
screen way clearer than was possible at the
It was
time.
a sudden
but
transfer, and your class was
Yeah.
the only one that had an opening.
If you're done explaining things, mind
But
if
yeah,
we get going?
it's just a really neat piece of
I got a store to get back.
really neat piece of something.
Sakura-san,
Rather, I forgot
please
the
keep a
word I was
close
going
eye
to
on
say. It's really neat.
Don't let him cause any trouble outside.
Pretty easy to tell for like one-time locations.
Well, I'll be sure to have a serious
They
talk
they
about
only
the
make the
situation he's
full
in.
models if it's a
Come to the
place that you're
faculty
going to
office
visit
when you
frequently.
arrive at school
My throat is
tomorrow.
getting
I'll
sore.
show you
I've
to
been
your
talking a
classroom.
lot. And you're like some kind of nuisance. I guess that's what it means to have a criminal record. Turns out your past follows you wherever you go. Yep, and, another major theme of the game. I'll be careful. School never changes. Yeah, true that. School fucking sucks, and I will die on that hill. A lot of people,
What a
there are a lot of
troublesome
people out there
situation.
who really want to go back to school. Wish they could do school instead of work. I completely disagree.
they pushed
I
someone
I
with a
would
record
I
on
would
me.
work every
No
day
teacher
for the
would
rest
be
of my
better suited
life
for this.
if it meant I never had to go back to school. School
Why in
sucks.
the world
and I
was
hate it.
someone like that admitted
And
here?
it is just a breeding ground for poor mental health.
Who knows? It was the principal's decision. I was told that it's for the school's reputation.
I would have thought that my volleyball team has contributed more than enough to cover that.
That's certainly true.
Be careful, okay? Then again, if anything were to happen, I'd kick out a student like that right away.
I keep wishing that he'd just end up not coming to school. Still, that isn't something I should be saying as a teacher.
Well, I should be returning to practice.
Oh, right. The tournament's coming up, isn't it?
Having such high expectations placed on you by others is quite a problem in itself. We'll have to work hard to make up for the track team, too.
Yes, that's true. Why'd it have to be my class?
God. I wish I could play this game blind again.
Traffic's not moving at all. You're taking the train starting tomorrow.
Just being
So,
enraptured in
how
the
was
mystery
it?
of it
The
all.
school,
is
I mean.
an
Think you can
experience unlike anything else I've had. Oh.
Do you even understand your situation? Still, you were expelled once already. To think you'd re-enroll at a different one. It's not like anyone will be sympathetic with you. If that's what it was like at school, People might say stuff about me in the future, too. What a troublesome kid I'm taking in. I was asked to do it, and I just happened to agree to it. I've already been paid for it, too, after all.
Again, a subway has derailed at Shibuya Station, greatly affecting the timetable.
I do kind of wish they did go into a bit more detail about the exact circumstances that led to Sojiro taking you
That's
in.
why it's so crowded.
They sort of
There's
go
a lot
into
of
it.
them lately.
I believe that like one of Sojiro's regular customers is a friend of the protagonist's parents, but oh. And once again, just planting more seeds, keeping you interested, you know, just holding out the candy. It's like, you want it, keep playing to find out more.
I don't have a visual yet.
And it's like, they keep drip feeding, like, the intrigue, which, you know, in a lot of cases might be really frustrating, but every new piece of info they give you is new. You're learning something new every time, bit by bit, and that helps it feel...
It's less of an operating accident and more of a crime of the company and the
Yeah.
government. Site inspectors apparently reported all of this 6 months ago. The deterioration of the tracks and the ATC. Seems a railway company and the Ministry of Transport both turned a blind eye to the truth. There's no way they can hide. This will go all the way to the top.
Now on to our main story. With this derailment accident, as well as other recent incidents
Yeah,
of
I
unknown
just...
motive, concern is spreading
Again,
among the general
I know I'm
public.
not saying much,
Just what could be causing
but
such a
God, I
drastic
just love
change
this
so
game,
suddenly
and I love talking about it.
Everything's linked. That's what you're thinking, correct? Oh well. Are you free? You and I haven't gone for a drink in a while.
Thank you, sir. But I have another meeting to attend. I must be going.
I was ready to go for this meeting, and that's when this extremely fast train just came crashing in. Oh man, I thought I was gonna die.
A noisy subway platform filled with people was suddenly...
I wonder what's written on all, like, the various signs and stuff in the game in the background that doesn't get translated.
Not quite.
I imagine it's probably nothing super interesting,
Your
but
judgment is quite often correct.
yeah, I do
Can we
wonder
discuss
how
this over
different of an
sushi,
experience
perhaps?
that
You are
is
making a
for
student work late after all.
Conveyor
someone
belt.
playing, so, you know, someone who actually speaks Japanese playing this game.
Jeez.
The cafe today.
Well, fine.
Just head upstairs. There's something I need. It's kind of interesting playing this game immediately after yesterday, where I played as Leo in Guilty Gear Strive, because
80 people were involved.
the two characters, Sojiro and Leo in that game, have the same English voice
It's a
actor.
diary. Make sure you write in it. You may be under probation, but there's no special limitations on what you do in particular. Besides following the law, that is. However, I'm obligated to report on you, which is why I'm having you record your daily activities.
And also in Japanese, Sojiro's voice actor is the same one that
what's
plays
I'm about to leave right now.
that plays Soul in
Don't
Guilty
worry.
Gear. Yeah.
I'll be there
I
in
can
no
words
time.
good.
Uh-huh. I'll see you soon. Well, I'm off. I'll lock the place up. So do whatever you want for the rest of the night. Oh, but don't mess up my store. If something goes missing, I'll hand you right over to the cops. You got school tomorrow. You better head off to bed, all right?
Yeah. Sojiro's kind of a dick in the early game, but he gets better. And this is a neat thing, having the save mechanic be an actual part of the game, by the, with the journal, and having it actually, like, whenever you save, he actually pulls out the journal and writes in it, like...
I'll just add this.
That, like, they didn't have to do that. They could have just easily not, and nobody would have cared. But it's just a neat detail. I like it. She forget my voice already? It's Sakura. I closed up the shop, but I forgot to flip the sign to close. It's too much of a hassle for me to go back, so you flip the sign for me. Oh, public phone? Sorry, I make it a habit not to save guys' numbers on my cell phone. Anyway, I'm glad you answered the phone over in the shop. Okay then, I'm leaving you in charge of the door sign. Alright. Closed it goes. Woo. Playing an instrumental version, but Beneath the Mask here is one of my favorite video game tracks ever, and just this whole soundtrack is amazing. Persona in general is very good with its soundtrack, but I definitely think that Persona 5 has the best of them, which, yeah, because like in both Persona 3 and Persona 4, there are a lot of tracks that I think are either forgettable or I just don't like outright. I can't think of any tracks like that in Persona 5, which... Well, okay. There are probably some tracks that I'm forgetting just because they're not super common, but... Yeah. The soundtrack's good. I'll just leave it at that. Soundtrack's good. I love the style. Just even the day transition screen just looks so good. Food. Oh, I said food. Thank you. Just before the breakfast. Don't complain. Just eat. Very good curry. Thanks for the meal. Okay. Yeah. Nothing super important, but yeah. God. I absolutely love, hearing about the day-to-day mechanic of, like, just learning that this was a thing in the game, because, I don't know, I've always really been into, like, actually role-playing out as, protagonists in these sorts of games, and the sort of simulator games is the word I'm trying to use here. So having this game, it is a JRPG first and foremost, but it's also a life simulator, and it's a very fun one at that. Yeah. And here you have to walk to Shujin Academy on your own. But, a lot of people get lost here. But I've played this game so much that I know the route. Listen to their conversation. To you live from Shibuya Station. The cause of yesterday's subway derailment has affected all transportation lines. The string of accidents has put commuters on high alert. Ugh. again, it's just neat that you can listen to all the conversations that characters that the NPCs are having. It's neat. Gives you a little bit more insight.
Did it say it was going to rain today?
Not that talking to NPCs is a new thing for RPGs, but I like it.
It just started all of a sudden. This is why I hate the early spring.
That reminds
I
me.
think it's the fact
Take
that
an
you listen into the conversation instead of directly talking to them. Is
Who are
what
you
I like
talking
so much
about?
about it, because it's like,
Don't mind me.
you know, you talk to NPCs,
So, what'll it be?
like they'll just be standing around. You talk to them.
One house blend,
Hi,
please."
this is my voice line where I tell you about this part of the town
effects of yesterday's subway
or
accident
whatever,
continues on today,
and it can
as
feel
various
unnatural.
lines
You can
suffer
do it in a
delays
way
and-
that makes it feel natural, and it's not like that's a bad
There's
way of
been a lot
doing
of
it. There's a
nasty
reason that
accidents
style
lately.
is so commonly
You know,
done.
I mean the subway accident that the news is talking about.
Having
My
the
coworker got caught up in
NPCs
it.
talk
He's in the
to each
hospital
other
now.
about it, and you're just listening to it,
But that aside,
makes
it's
it
kind of creepy.
It feels a lot more natural.
The people who
Makes the
caused
world
these
feel a
accidents
lot more
supposedly
believable.
went crazy
you
all
know?
of a sudden.
The NPCs aren't just there
heard that some
for you
of
to
them
talk
suffered from
to.
nervous
They
breakdowns
actually
during
have their own
interrogation.
lives that they're living out, sort of. Yeah. Not actually, you know. It's not like a Bethesda game where the NPCs are actually living out their lives. I'd be interested to see how you could import, if you could import a system like that into a game like Persona. I imagine probably not, but it would be interesting to see regardless.
I left early today, too.
Oh, my throat is really not happy about all this talking I'm doing. And here we get Best Girl. From the moment I played this game the first time, On just hooked me immediately. And yeah, to this day, Best Girl. Some of you will say Makoto. Makoto's overrated. Fight me. And
Good morning.
here's
You
this
want me
guy.
to give you a ride to school? You're gonna be late.
Sure, thank you.
Do you need a lift too?
Nah.
I love the way they drew his fucking chin while he was talking there. It looks so wide. And there's Ryuji.
Screw that pervy teacher.
Pervy teacher? Huh?
What do you want?
So, funny story about this game about Royal. Royal changed up a lot of the talk portraits there in the game. Even just like the normal ones got a bunch of different touch-ups and small details changed, but more notably, the main characters had their portraits a lot more expressive. They look in different directions and they're visibly surprised, whereas in the original they're all facing one direction always throughout the entire game. I didn't know that they changed it for Royal, and when I got to this point, and I saw Ryuji facing directly at the screen instead of like this like he normally is, it legitimately scared me. I was like, whoa, holy shit. Ryuji, I'm sorry, I didn't...
You planning on ratting me out to Kamoshida?
Yeah, that was fun.
Huh? In that car just now, it was Kamoshida.
Yeah. That's just
He does
a
whatever
funny
the hell he
story that
wants.
happened.
Who does he
I
think
think
he
it's
is, the
funny
king of a
anyways.
castle? Don't you agree?
Castle?
No, I mean... Hmm? Wait, you don't know Kamoshida? Are you for real? You're from Shujin, right?
I think so.
You messing with me? You're wearing a Shujin uniform. Huh. A second year, huh? We're the same grade then. Never seen you before, though. Oh, you a transfer student? Then no wonder you don't know him. This rain ain't too bad. We better hurry up or we'll be late. My head hurts. Damn it. I want to go home.
Oh. And here's one of the big things that's gonna happen are the flash forwards to the interrogation, where we're asked about various things at the...
There was a terrible subway
various
accident that
things
day.
that happen.
You
that we
remember
do.
it, don't you? I assume you know of the uproar that the public calls the psychotic breakdown incidents. You say that like it's none of your business. It was all over the news, and one of the
And
victims included a teacher
It's a really
at your high
cool
school.
way of
I've
doing
no doubt
the
you
whole,
heard about it.
like, you know, giving you information without, like, you know,
On that day, were you still an
foreshadowing
ordinary student?
without, like, while keeping it naturally part of the story, but...
Let me change the question. You transferred to Shujin Academy, correct?
I really hope
Ordinary
I'm
prep school that could
speaking
be
legibly
found in any
here.
city.
Because, if I'm not, then that's bad.
That's what it should have
But-
been.
I hope you understand what I'm saying.
What happened around that time? Tell me everything, truthfully.
Another anime cutscene. Been amazing as always.
What?
Oh yeah. And the castle suddenly appearing.
We didn't come the wrong way, though. Yeah, this should be right. What's going on here? I guess we'll just have to go and ask.
This is such a cool thing. Like, just thinking back to the first time I played, where I had, like, no idea what was going on. And just the... Like, I remember...
That's weird. Where's the school?
Because again, I had no idea what was going on, and...
It should be. It said Shujin on the gate. What's going on here? Out of service? Where'd we end up? The sign
think-
was for the school, right?
I think in my head at the time, I was like...
Right? You saw it too!
I was trying to come up with the explanation for, like, how the hell this all works.
Freak me out.
And it's like...
Who are you? You a student?
I think in my head I
Your
was
costume's
thinking of some
impressive.
sort of, like,
Is that armor
really
real?
complicated sort of, like,
Come
quantum
on, don't just stand there, say
mechanic of,
something.
like, the school and the castle
Hey,
both
what's
simultaneously exist at the same time, and, like, I guess I can't really get into that for... Oh, okay.
Dude, I don't know. This shit's
I
real.
guess I can. It doesn't really matter. We're about to get into it, but yeah.
Calm down.
But
Time out, man. We gotta run.
when we see Kamoshida, like in both at the school and at the castle in completely different condition, like
Stop
I was thinking
standing
that
around and run.
yeah, the school and the castle were like it was some sort of like quantum
with these
state where
guys?
the two somehow occupied the same space, and like Kamoshida was able
bones,
to
damn it.
somehow
The hell you
travel
think you're-
between
yeah.
both of them. And like I guess that's not too far off, but from what the truth actually is, but it's certainly way more complicated than it's a lot the actual truth is a lot easier to get across, I think. You know what? I'm going to grab some water because my throat is starting to hate me right now, and I will be right back. All right, and I'm back. good piece of advice for anyone looking to stream or, I guess, really do any job that requires a lot of talking. Water. It's good for your throat. Anyways. I think I already saved, but... yeah. Alright.
Hey, wake up! You alright?
Yep, you?
Yeah, more or less. Looks like this ain't no dream. Yeah, what's going on? Hey, let us out of here! I know there's someone out there! Damn it! Where are we? Is this some kind of TV set?
Thinks it's like a prank show. An alternate universe where it actually is all just a big prank, and suddenly everyone piles. It's like, oh, you just got pranked, bro. And then the game just ends. Paid $60 for like an hour of not even gameplay. That's it. No. It'd be funny if that was like a joke ending you could get, where like if you do things in a really specific way, like you get the prank ending.
Hey.
Where the game just ends and there's nothing more to it.
Be glad that your punishment has been decided upon. Your charge is unlawful entry.
Oh fuck, whose voice is that? Hang on. I've just realized. Oh yeah, that's the same voice actor who did the, that one guard at the beginning, during the prologue. Who's like, to be frank, you're being an inconvenience. That guy. That's that same voice actor, I've just realized.
Thus, you will be sentenced to death.
Say what?
No one's allowed to do as they please in my castle.
And there's Kamoshida.
Huh? Wait, is that you, Kamoshida?
I thought it was some petty thief, but to think it'd be you, Sakamoto. Are you trying to disobey me again? It looks like you haven't learned your lesson at all, huh? And you brought a friend this time, because you can't do anything for yourself.
This ain't funny, you asshole!
Thinking back to...
Is that
I was just talking about it, but...
It seems you don't understand the position you're in at all. Not only did
back
you
to
sneak
the confusion
into my
I had
castle,
during my first
you committed the
playthrough.
crime of insulting me, the king. The punishment
Something
for that
else.
is death. It's time for an execution.
I hope one day I'm able to find another game that
Stop it.
is able to hook me as much as Persona 5 did that first go around. That was...
Damn it.
It was something else.
I ain't down for this shit. Come on, we're out of here.
Ooh.
Just go. Get out of here. These guys are serious.
Oh, running away, are we? What a heartless friend you are.
He ain't a friend. Come on,
How
hurry up and
rude.
go.
What's the matter? Too scared to run away? Phew, pathetic scum isn't worth my time. I'll focus
I like
on
to
this
imagine a
execution.
world where Joker took the like he ain't my friend line very seriously. It just completely personal. Just like he said he's not my friend. And he just has a grudge against Ryuji throughout the entire rest of the game.
Huh. Where'd your energy
Sure
from
someone would be
earlier
into that.
go?
Right there.
A peasant like you isn't worth beating. I'll have you killed right now.
Stop it!
What? Don't you dare tell me you don't know who I am. That look in your eyes irritates me. Hold him there. After the peasant, it's his turn to die.
No, I don't want to die!
This is truly an unjust game. Your chances of winning are almost none. But if my voice is reaching you, there may yet be a possibility open to you.
What's the matter? Are you simply going to watch? Are you forsaking him to save yourself? Death awaits him if you do nothing. Was your previous decision a mistake then?
It wasn't.
Very well. I have heeded your resolve. Vow to me. I vow, thou who art willing to perform all sacrilegious acts for thine own justice. Call upon my name and release thy rage.
I absolutely love how all of the personas share a voice actor with the person with their user, and it can be pretty easy to hear for a lot of the characters. I think Ryuji's in particular, you can definitely hear it's the same voice actor, but I think Xander Mobus, who plays Joker, he does the best job at disguising the voice. Like if I would not be able to tell that they were the same voice actor. Ugh. Xander Mobus just has a really wide range in general, because he's also the announcer in Smash Ultimate, and he sounds nothing like either of those two voices. So he's just very good at disguising his voice. And we get a call back to the beginning of the game. I mean, we're still at the beginning of the game, but like earlier on. We finally understand what that was all about. Oh, I love the way the flames like just come off of him and he's wearing the outfit. It's fuck. This game looks so good. Like I don't know how much I can. I'm a broken record, but this game just looks so good. Like. Style is way better than realism. I'm not gonna be one of those people who says that realism is bad or anything.
What the?
Both style and stylized and realistic graphics have their place, and they work for different types of games. But
granting you the power to break through this crisis.
But I will always prefer style over realism, personally.
Very well.
Who the hell are you? Guard!
God, Arsene is just a badass looking persona.
Start by killing that one.
You know what? I think for this playthrough, I might actually try and keep Arsene as a persona throughout the entire game. It's difficult to do. You have to put a lot of effort into keeping him up, but I think I want to do that.
Detest the enemies before you. Change that animosity into power and unleash it.
Persona!
Oh, yeah.
Go down!
You get the tutorial. Swing your blade.
This power of mine is yours.
Hell yeah.
Kill them however you want. Run wild to your heart's content.
Persona! There!
And just there, we gotta listen to one of my other favorite tracks in the game. It's either Willpower or Keeper of Lust. I always forget which is which.
What?
They're both great tracks, but they're both used for boss battles, and I just cannot remember which is which. But yeah.
Little.
You like that, you son of a bitch?
Hell yeah. Lock the cell.
You mean this?
Oh yeah. Oh, I just realized one of the keys is like the male symbol. That I never noticed that before. That's neat.
Hey, what was that just now? And your clothes. Whoa, it went back to normal.
You bastards!
God, this is effing nuts. Anyways, let's scram. You lead the way.
Of course, Ryuji is not allowed to say the F word. That's a no-no word, Ryuji. You can't say that.
After them! Don't... Damn you!
Bastards. You think you can get away? You think you can get away with doing this to me?
What was that?
Don't give a shit. I ain't down for any of this. Come on, let's get out of here.
All right.
So something funny I figured out about Ryuji. Hang on. This in the Royal version, this dialogue for some reason gets moved to just a little bit later. I don't know. But funny thing about Ryuji, he doesn't have a jump animation in his normal form. So if you just keep the camera on him, he refuses. He will not jump across. I think. Yeah, I'm all the way over here. Oh, there he is. Yeah, it forced the camera back, but yeah, I keep my camera on him. He just uses to move. Of course, it's hard to navigate without being able to see, but you know. I wonder. Hang on. How far can I keep it? Okay, I have to go into first person here, so he's gonna follow me. But yeah, that's a neat thing I found out during one of my playthroughs. It's just kind of funny.
Oh. And again. Whoa.
Also, one thing I've been meaning to do for a while now is like backtrack over to this area to see what's on the other side there, because you normally
Come on, man.
You can't normally, and then you don't go back to this area normally, aside from more scripted sequences, but theoretically you could backtrack over here, but no. So I'm curious what the
hell? Huh?
I'm curious what is on the other side of that hallway over there. Probably nothing special. Like, it's probably just... Realistically, it's probably just, like, an unopenable door. But...
Hey!
It'll be neat if there's, like, a chest with a secret item in there or something. Hey, Morgana.
What is this thing?
You're not soldiers of this castle, right? Get me out of here! Look, the key's right there!
We're trying to get the hell out of here.
Morgana's
you
portrait
obviously look
change
like an
is the
enemy
most
too.
obvious of the ones.
I'm
Like,
locked up here, so how can I be
it's the only one where I was able to notice without it being in a different pose. Even... Cat?
I am not a cat! Say that again and I'll make you regret it!
They're catching up already. Shit, there's still no
For the
service.
Royal
Is there
version,
any
I
way to
think
contact someone
it's
outside?
mainly the eyes that gives it away that it's a different portrait. I think the royal version makes the eyes a little bit bigger, a little bit more vibrant, and puts them closer together. But
Want to know where the exit is?
yeah,
Let me out, and I'll
the rest of them are really subtle, aside from, obviously, again, some of them changing positions. Not be lying.
I'm not lying. It's the truth.
This thing sounds like it's all
Kitty cat creature, La Criatura.
If you guys think you can get out on your own, then be my guest.
What do we do? Are you seriously not messing with us?
If you don't hurry, they'll catch you.
Fine.
Freedom tastes so great.
Now where's the exit, you monster cat?
Don't call me a cat. I am Morgana.
Shut up and hurry it up. You want to be locked up again?
I wonder if there's any sort of significance with him being named after Morgana Le Fay from fucking Arthurian legend.
Jeez.
Because nothing else about the game really has anything to do with Arthurian legend at all, so it's an interesting random homage to throw in there, but I'm guessing there's some significance to it. I just don't know what it is. Oh, Morgana just suddenly flip sides like that. Am I going crazy? I might just be going crazy. Crazy?
Hey.
I was crazy once. They put me in a room, a rubber room with rats. The rats made me crazy.
Well,
Try checking the statue, okay?
For real? Oh shit! Oh shit, it's them!
you amateur. Stay still. Hey, you. You can fight, right? Let's go. Come.
Oh. Ah.
You got one of those things too?
We will promptly shut them up.
Hell yeah.
Damn shadows. They've taken up intercept positions. It means they're holding nothing back. I'll back you up. So fight like your life depends on it. Let's go!
Alright. So, the Jack-O-Lantern will stay alive until Morgana finishes his little tutorial here, so it is best to just, attack the, imp here.
This is how
Just
you
a
fight.
little tip from me.
Show your might.
Yeah.
Strike
That
at
always
an
brings him
enemy's
down to
weakness
1
knock
HP
them
no
down.
matter what.
Use that opening to strike again. That's the most basic of basics. Remember it well.
Yep. Weakness and one more. The core mechanic of the... I guess not the core mechanic, but one of the core mechanics of the Persona series. Very similar to the, what's it called? Press turn system from Shin Megami Tensei, but works very differently, despite having similar ideas attached to them.
Power courses through me. Okay.
Another tool for our
Arsene
mission.
Burns Cleave.
Oh,
Yeah, your Persona's pretty powerful. Persona? You mean that thing that comes out of you guys all dramatic like? Yes. You saw how Frizzy here ripped off his mask when he summoned it, right? Well, everybody wears a mask deep within their heart. By removing that... Whoa! You turned back to normal. Looks like you don't have full control over your power yet. transformation shouldn't normally dissolve like that, after all. Ugh, that's enough! This crap doesn't make any sense. Can't you just sit still and listen for once, Blondie? Don't call me Blondie. My name's Ryuji.
Hey!
Actually, there's no time for me to lecture you. You want to escape this place in one piece, right? Let's go. I think that's the first time his name is dropped as Ryuji. Before now, they just called him Sakamoto. That's one of the big controversies with this game's localization, is that they pronounce a lot of the Japanese names with American pronunciation. They're like Sakamoto instead of Sakamoto, Takamaki instead of Takamaki, stuff like that. I don't really mind it. I don't care. Sakamoto is the only one that I really care to like use the Japanese pronunciation of, and the only reason is because I already knew of the Japanese pronunciation before I had played Persona 5. Yeah. Listen to me. Let's fight. There's a pixie. What pixie? What pixie? Shout out if you understand that reference.
You're mine. Persona! Persona!
Not that it matters. I think this is the last fight for this visit, so I don't think I don't need to worry about keeping on to fucking SP. That's it. What's funny, during my first playthrough, I really liked the idea of the party members acting on their own, and so during my first playthrough, I kept everyone on act freely just because I thought that was neat. Yeah, I don't do that anymore. And what's funny is that the fact that you can't directly control your party members is now one of my least favorite things about Persona 3.
This way.
Like, just why I'm glad. Oh, my pants are
We're here.
down. That's why I'm glad they changed it. They're changing it in the remake.
We're saved.
Well, they changed it in Portable, but you know what I mean.
It's not opening. Did you trick us, you jerk?
Don't jump to conclusions. Over here.
Hey, wait up! Where are we supposed to get out from here? There aren't even any windows.
Ugh, amateur. This is the most basic of basics.
Wallop.
We would have done that earlier if that was possible. The ventilation shaft, you morons! You guys should be able to squeeze through it one at a time.
I see. Then we just gotta get that metallic mesh off. And a one, and a... Ah! Ow. Oh, crap. The enemy didn't hear us, did they? Seriously, we're finally getting out of here!
You should wait on celebrating until you actually get out. Now get going!
But what about you?
There's something that I still have to do. We're going our separate ways.
Don't get caught again. Dumb little
You
cat.
better be careful too. See ya.
There are a lot of people who really hate Morgana. I don't get that personally. I think he's cute.
Those two seem useful.
There's one specific section of the game where I really fucking hate him. But like outside of that, he's alright.
Especially the frizzy-haired one, if my judgment's right.
Did we make it?
I hope you can't hear my dogs barking
You have returned
in
to
the
the real
background.
world. Welcome back.
Huh? Or does that mean we got away?
Probably.
I don't know what to think anymore. What was all that anyways? That castle and Kamoshida and that weird cat? What the hell's going on?
What's with the yelling? Are you
That's what I
students
wanted
of
to know the
Shujin?
first time I played, but
Cutting classes, are we?
Huh? No. We were trying to get to school and we ended up at this weird castle.
What? Oh, hand over your bag. You better not be doing any drugs.
Why would you think that?
Are you his friend?
I don't think I've ever picked this option. Bullying me.
Don't lie like that. Tell him what happened. Like I'm trying to say, I don't know what's going on either.
We passed by Shujin on our way here. There was nothing out of the ordinary about it. If you spout any more nonsense, I'll contact your school. Is that what
Funny
you
that
want?
he thinks that anyone is going to believe him saying that.
Come on, say something.
I don't want to be late.
That's not what I meant. Wait a sec. Is that guy for real?
For real?
Fine, I'm going.
His fucking catchphrase, basically.
A Minister of Transport announcing his resignation. Things are going as planned. Sai Nijima. That reminds me. Better to leave it be for now.
Is this for real? I'm sure we came the same way. What's going on here?
That's exactly what I wanted to ask you. We received a call from the police.
The damn cops snitched on us after all.
It's rare not to see you alone. Where were you roaming around until this time?
A castle?
So you have no intention of giving an honest answer.
What's this
Again,
about a
Ryuji,
castle?
how do you expect anyone to answer you, to believe you with that answer?
Kamoshida?
You seem so carefree, Sakamoto. Quite a difference from when you did morning practice for the track team.
Shut up! It's your fault that
How dare you speak that way to Mr. Kamoshida? There's not much leeway left for you, you know?
It's really cool. The way this is written,
he's the one that
like,
provoked me.
it feels like
you
it could
really
be
wanna be
believable
expelled?
that Kamoshida did actually
In
just
any
come
case,
from the
you'll have to
castle
explain
and he's
yourself.
trying to hide
Follow
it.
me.
But of course, in reality, we know that he knows
Bullshit.
nothing about that other world.
Come now, I should have been more considerate too. Let's just say that we were both to blame.
Well, if you say so. Still, you're coming with me. It's undeniable that you're extremely late.
Fine.
By the way, you're that new transfer student, correct?
Yep, that's me.
Have we met somewhere?
A girl in the car.
That's right. I remember now. Well, I'll overlook this just for today. I'm sure you've heard from the principal, but cause any trouble and you'll be expelled. Understand?
I understand.
At any rate, hurry up and go to the faculty office. I'm sure Ms. Kawakami's tired of waiting. Good luck trying to enjoy your new school life.
I do love that, like, there's they write Kamoshida, like, there's obviously an ominous air about him, even, like, before you know what he's done, but they write
School
him
turned into an old castle.
that he's believable. It's believable that he was
A talking
hiding
cat?
his
Are you hallucinating
actions.
from an overdose? I won't put up with you if you're simply joking around.
Sorry.
I'm going to have you continue the story.
Yeah, it's believable that
The one
he
who
is
received a calling
able to
card from
hide
the
it,
Phantom
and
Thieves was an
you know,
Olympic medalist.
nobody has really like called him out on it yet.
An alumnus from
'Cause
Shujin Academy.
He really does
The
seem
PE
like a
teacher,
likable
Suguru
person.
Kamoshida.
Before
It's
you
true that
learn
what
about
he did
that
were
stuff.
deplorable
So.
crimes
yeah.
from indulging his desire. He confessed to it all. But there should have been no connection between the two of you since you had just transferred. Why did you target him?
I'll tell you later.
That's unacceptable. Try
This
and
is a
recall it once
bit
again.
of a controversial aspect of the game's story where a lot of people don't like that they show the targets before they actually show up in the story. Me personally, I kind of like it because it makes it so that the it makes it so you're sitting there like, oh my god, like why are we going after this guy? What did he do? Like, you know. If that makes sense.
Unbelievable. Being over half a day late on your first day?
Yes,
Can you
hi.
explain yourself?
I got lost.
How could you have been lost for this long? It's almost lunchtime.
I'm not. I am not a very clever man.
Well, it's probably true that you're not used to the area yet, but you're still way too late. Will you pull yourself together? You were given fair warning yesterday.
Yeah.
More
yeah.
importantly, I heard that you were caught along with that Sakamoto-kun.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. That's Sakamoto? Yeah, he's pretty cool.
Don't get involved with him, okay? He's nothing but trouble.
Nah.
He wasn't like that when he was devoting his time to track and field, though. Anyway, break's almost over. Classes will end after 5th period today because of the subway accident. I'll have you introduce yourself when class resumes. Follow me.
God, there's just so much to love about this game.
By the way, when you introduce yourself, be serious about it, even
the
if you're lying to the
characters
class, okay?
are all so well
Do
written.
not
The
say
story
anything
is
unnecessary.
beautiful. I cannot wait to get
think that's
into this
him?
game, like, properly once
Huh? The one in the rumors?
we start getting into, like, the later stuff. It's going to be... This is one of those games where every time I play it, I fall
Being
in love
super late
all
on his
over
first
again.
day?
It's that
He
good.
really is insane.
He looks normal, though.
But he might slug us if we look him in the eye.
Settle down. Well, I'd like to introduce a transfer student. Today we had him attend from the afternoon on since he wasn't feeling well. All right, please say something to the class.
I'm Shiro Kazutani.
He seems quiet, but I bet when he loses it... I mean, he was arrested for assault, right?
So... Your seat will be... over there, the one that's open. Sorry, but can the people nearby please share your textbooks with him for today?
Ugh, this sucks.
Oh, I'm Mishima.
Lies.
You're that girl.
Did you catch that? Do those two know each other? Ew, does that mean he hit on her before transferring here?
What's funny is the first time I played, and for like a few playthroughs after,
That
I
means
didn't
she's
understand what she
cheating on him
meant
with
when she
Mr.
said
Kamoshida.
lies.
Then again, this is Takamaki-san we're talking about.
I thought she
Or
was
real.
talking about
That
like
side
the
of the
stuff
room
the
is
other
totally
students were
awful.
saying.
Oh, right. The volleyball
It's like
rallies
she
in 2
she
days.
knew that they were lying, and she's like angry about that.
Everyone's
but
just changed classes, so make sure you use that time to get to know each other. Well then, let's get class
but
started.
it took me a few
Who's on duty
playthroughs to
today?
realize she's saying that we lied about the reason we're late to school. That because, you know, she saw us, we met each other before we came to school, so yeah. That's probably really
What's
obvious
wrong?
to anyone who isn't stupid, but I am stupid, so
Are you sure you're okay? Also, it seems like people are already talking about you, but I'm not the one who told them. I can't even catch a break. Why do I have to deal with this? You should head straight home without stopping by anywhere. Sakura-san sounded pretty angry. Oh, and about Sakamoto-kun, don't get involved.
Aye.
Speak of the devil. What do you want? I heard the police caught you cutting classes today.
It was nothing.
And you haven't dyed your hair back to black either.
Sorry about that. I'll be waiting on the rooftop.
See, that's why I don't want you getting involved. Understood?
yes, ma'am.
Why did you allow a student like him to transfer here? He's already started associating with Sakamoto. A student with a criminal record and the culprit of an assault case. At this rate, it'd be pointless how much I contribute to the school.
Now don't be like that. This school counts on you, Kamoshida-kun. You are our star. Still, a steady build-up is necessary behind such brilliance as well.
Your troubles never seem to end, do they, Principal Kobayakawa? All right, I understand. I'll continue to do my best to answer your expectations of me.
Alright, to the rooftop.
Why is he here?
Helps everybody be.
There you are. Sorry for
Hi,
calling you up
Ryuji.
here like this. I bet Kawakami already told you stuff like, don't get involved with him, huh?
How'd you know?
Figured as much. Then again, we're in the same boat.
Like how you
Heard
can
you got a
see the
criminal
plants
record.
that
Everyone's talking
Haru
about
plant that Haru takes care of long before she's introduced to the story. Neat.
No wonder you were so gutsy. What was all that happened? You know, how we almost got killed at a castle. It wasn't a dream, right? You remember it too, yeah?
I don't know.
Yeah, there are dreams that you die in after all. I mean, even if it was a dream, you saved me from Kamoshida. So yeah, thanks.
Of course. Nothing.
That man, that Kamoshida we saw there. You probably don't know about it, but there are some rumors about him.
Guy we met earlier?
Yeah, the ripped mop head. That asshole who was all full of himself at the castle. No one says anything against him because he's some medalist who took the volleyball team to nationals. The way Kamoshida was king of that castle felt crazy real because of that. I wonder if we can go back to that castle again. Ah, forget it. It must have all been a dream. It has to be. Sorry to drag you out here like this. That's all I had to say. You know, we might be pretty similar. I feel like we're gonna get along just fine as troublemakers. I'm Ryuji
Hell yeah.
Sakamoto. I'll come talk if I see you around. Don't ignore me, alright? See ya.
See ya. Ryuji's best bro of the game. Every game has like, or each of the Persona games has that character who's just the bro of the party. That's Junpei in Persona 3, Yosuke in Persona 4, and then of course Ryuji in Persona 5. Oh, yeah, I got a interesting call from your school today. It's only your first day and you're already showing up hours late. I'm sorry. Here I thought you got up and left on time this morning. Look, just behave yourself. Your life's forfeit if anything happened. You understand the meaning of probation, right? I do. Okay then. Hey, what's up? Yeah, I just closed up shop. I'll be there in half an hour.
What is it?
Hey, what are you standing around for? Go hurry up to bed. No, I just hired a part-timer.
Yo.
Don't forget to lock the door and turn all the lights off, okay? Yep, I'm leaving now. I told you, he's a part-timer. Probably should be reading more of these. I can't imagine it's very interesting just sort of skipping them all. But, yeah. I'm going back to the Velvet Room. That's something.
About time you've come to. On your feet, inmate.
That's something about Royal
Our
that
master
annoyed
wishes to
me
speak
is
with
that
you. It's for your own sake that you take his words.
you see how he opened his eyes in time with the music
First
there.
off, let us celebrate our
In Royal, they speed up the animation, so he opens his eyes way earlier before, and that always bothers me.
And special ones at that.
I'm guessing
rehabilitation can
that
finally
the being in time with the music was like not intentional, which is probably why they just sped it up, but still, it was neat.
There is no need to understand it all for the time
And I'm sad that it got changed.
You will be training the power of persona, which you have awakened to. Personas are, in other words, a mask, an armor of the heart when confronting worldly matters. I have high expectations for you. There is no need to worry. You will learn when the time comes. By the by, have you come to appreciate the Metaverse Navigator? Using it will allow you to come and go between reality and palaces. I bestowed it to you as a means to train you as a thief.
I remember because, you know, palace can be another word for castle. So, like, I expected all of the palaces in the games to be castles, but only the first one
It
is.
must be
The rest are
disheartening
like
to make use of the Metaverse
not
Navigator
that.
alone. Should there be others who would prove beneficial to you, I will grant it to
I
them.
didn't know about the concept of a mind palace, so
This is
I didn't
all for you
understand
to
that
grow
that's what they
as
were
a most
referencing.
excellent
But
thief.
yeah, I do now.
Huh, it's time. Go back and enjoy whatever rest you might have.
Velvet Room music is another great piece of music, which makes me happy that it's one thing that is consistent across all the games. Every
Seriously?
game where there's a Velvet Room, that is the song that plays every time.
What's going on?
Yeah. Down nesting.
Train doors are now closing.
Questions? I'm a shapeshifter.
Class is starting.
I'm the social studies teacher, Mr. Ushimaru. I'll be teaching you the rules of society this year. You all look like you've been spoiled growing up. Before we learn society's rules, maybe I should start with the rules of being a decent human being. Yeah, Mr. Ushimaru is a dick, to be perfectly frank. We'll learn all about that. But hey, new kid. The Greek philosopher Plato divided the human souls into 3 parts.
What's the answer?
Soul is composed of appetite, spirit, and what else? I'm pretty sure it's logic.
Correct.
You know what? I'm gonna try and do all of the answers. Oh, just went off. But yeah, I'm gonna try and see how many answers I can do without looking them up. Because that's what I did my first playthrough. I didn't look at any of the answers up. I just tried to guess them, and I'm interested to see how many I get right. Plato's teacher, Socrates, said that evil is born from ignorance. People who've been babied taught that evil is due to individuality is only to become society's scum. Wow, he got it right? Is he really delinquent? He seems like a punk, but maybe he's actually serious about studying. Oh, yeah.
Alright.
Oh yeah, I got some knowledge. Bizarre incidents have been occurring frequently. Those are but the actions of such scum. We don't need crude people like that, no. Understand? Ah, my nose itches. Ugh.
Hey!
Hey there, Takamaki. You looking for a ride home? Things have been pretty dangerous lately with all those accidents. Sorry, I have a photo shoot today. It's for the summer special issue, so I can't afford to miss it. Hey now, being a model's fine and dandy, but don't work your pretty little self to the bone. I fucking hate that. Like, pretty little self just feels weird to me. You mentioned you weren't feeling well, right? Something about appendicitis? Like pretty little self sounds like something a fucking Discord mod would say to one of their kittens. Yes, I keep planning to go to the hospital, but I've been too busy. Sorry to worry you. You must be lonely too. I feel bad for keeping your best friend at practice so often. That's why I asked you out in the first place. Oh, and be careful around that student. He's got a criminal record after all. If something were to happen to you. Thank you. Please excuse me. Very incel.
Yo.
Women. Who are you again? Man, I wasn't expecting such a brutal response. Anyways.
Hey.
I want to talk about that castle from yesterday. I tried telling myself it was all just a dream, but I couldn't do it. I can't act like nothing happened. It's all connected to that bastard Kamoshida after all. I want to find out what's up with that place, no matter what. And you know, you're the only person I can rely on for this stuff. So you in? I'm out.
Come on, man.
Don't be like that. You've got to be wondering what the deal with that place was too. I think we should just try and retrace our steps from yesterday. In the meantime, you're walking to the station, right? Let's go together. Let me know if you notice any other weird buildings on the way. He doesn't seem like a bad guy. I should probably just go along with this. Hell yeah.
If a huge castle like that really exists, I'm sure we'll find it in no time. When did they build something like that, though? We walked that way from here, right? When you put it that way, I'm not so sure anymore. Alright, this way. Let me know if you notice something. Huh? We're at school.
It's always fun going back to the
There
beginning
wasn't anything out of place
games
along the way,
that
right?
have like a
I didn't
big
see no
mystery
castle
like
either.
this. It's like
we must have made a wrong
they're trying
turn
to
somewhere.
figure it out, but you know, because not because you're super smart, just because you played the game before.
Let's try again.
Or maybe you are super smart and
Don't
you were
worry,
able to
I won't mess up this
figure
time.
out exactly what's going on.
Let's
first
go.
time. I feel like with, you know, just by, you know, infinite monkey theorem, I feel like there had to have been somebody who instantly figured out, like, the metaverse and what it is before, you know, it was actually explained in game.
What do you think?
You know, just somebody with, you know, some philosophy degree or something. Ugh.
I already did that. I didn't see anything like it around here. Huh? Phone. Hey, that reminds me. Didn't you have a navigation app thingy on back then?
I don't know.
You didn't notice? I heard stuff that sounded like one coming from your phone. You know, didn't it say stuff like returned to the real world or something like that? Let me see your phone for a bit. What's this eyeball looking thing?
Cute logo, huh?
That's not how I'd describe it. What a weird app. Oh, wait, this is it! I knew it! It is a navigation app! There's even your search history! Oh man, I'm such a genius! Let's try using it.
I don't know about this.
Why? All we're doing is starting an app.
Kamoshida. Shujin Academy. Pervert. Castle. Beginning navigation.
There we go! And then we went in a certain direction and... Hey,
yeah.
What are you... Huh? What the hell? Look! It's the castle from yesterday!
Indeed it is. I love that animation of the circles coming out and
We made it back.
the
That means
screen
what
going all
happened yesterday was
wobbly.
for real too.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
Persona 5
close.
Strikers tried to do a similar thing
That happened
with
last time too, huh?
but
What's with that outfit?
it just doesn't look as good. Jelly?
I ain't jealous. What's going on here? This makes no effing sense at all.
Hey,
Hi, Morgana.
stop making a commotion.
You?
The shadows started acting up, so I came here wondering what it could be. To think you guys would come back to the entrance when you barely managed to escape.
Yes.
What is this place? Is it the school?
That's right.
But it's a castle!
This castle is the school, but only to this castle's ruler.
The castle's ruler?
I think you called him Kamoshida? It's how his distorted heart views the school.
Kamoshida? Distorted? Explain it in a way that makes sense!
I shouldn't have
It's such a
expected a
cool
moron
idea.
to get it.
Honestly, I love it.
What did you say?
It's such a unique way
What was
to
that?
It must
include
be the
fantasy
slaves captive
elements in a modern
For
setting.
real?
Just
Oh shit! We saw other guys held captive here yesterday. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure they're from our school.
Most likely on Kamoshida's orders. It's nothing out of the ordinary. It's like that every day here. What's more, you two escaped yesterday. He must have lost his temper quite a bit.
That son of a bitch!
Ryuji?
This is bullshit!
Hey.
You hear me, Kamoshida?
Doing that isn't going to open it, you know. Still, it seems you have your reasons.
Hey, Mona!
Mona.
It's Morgana!
Do you know where those voices are coming from?
You want me to take you to them? Well, I guess I could guide you there. but only if he comes with us.
Why me?
I just want to get a better look at your powers, even if you don't agree. I bet this guy'll go on even if he has to do it alone. Are you gonna leave him?
I never said that.
It's settled then.
For real? Thanks, man.
All right, let's do this. Follow me. Now then.
This is our infiltration point. Ain't that where we escaped out of last time? That's right. Not barging in through the entrance is one of the basics of phantom thievery.
Huh?
How are we supposed to know about that stuff? I'll make sure to teach you as we go. Come on, follow me. Sorry for dragging you into all of this, but I just can't forgive that bastard Kamoshida doing whatever the hell he wants. Really though, thanks for coming along. I owe you big time. Hell yeah. Man, this place is creepy as always. Now, make sure you do exactly as I say, alright?
This way!
Follow me! Alright. Going back into the castle. We're still in the tutorial area, so we're not gonna have a whole lot of freedom here, but yeah. What the? Well, I was seeing double or something just now. Was that Shujin? I told you before, this place is your school. Regardless, we don't have the time to stand around. Who knows when a shadow might show up. Come on, this way. Alright, I had a feeling there would be guards here. Looks like we won't be able to avoid conflict from this point forward. For real?
Listen up.
Oh well, I'll just teach you the basics of battle right now. You had better remember all of this. As a rule of thumb, try to ambush as many enemies as you can. Attack them from behind whenever possible. You'll need to rip off their masks and momentarily break the control of the palace ruler has over them. If you succeed, the enemy will be caught off guard, allowing us to jump in for a preemptive attack. Yep.
Yeah!
Let's go.
I'll reveal your true form.
Hell yeah.
Alright, the first move is ours.
I'll just attack normally, but I'm gonna hit with the Aru. Hell yeah. Get him, Morgana.
Nice work, team.
Alright.
Okay.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Huh?
Why ain't anyone here?
Hey!
Damn it, they were here before. Where'd they go? Quiet down. Oh yeah, there were more of them further in too. They might have been transferred already. Crap, I hear footsteps coming. Lots of them. It would be a problem if they discovered us now.
Now then.
Hey, let's head into that room. We should be able to leave. We should be able to hide in there until they leave.
The shadows probably won't come in here.
How can you tell?
There's a lack of distortion here, meaning the ruler's control over this area is weak.
Is this a classroom?
Now do you understand? This place
think
is
it's neat
another
that, like,
reality that the ruler's heart projects.
The safe room in this first area is the classroom
This
because
is Kamoshida's reality?
that's the
Shit
one
makes
place
no
where
sense at all.
like Kamoshida doesn't have a whole lot of power. Like
One could say it's a world in
'cause
which one's
he's a
distorted
PE teacher,
desires
not a
have
regular teacher. He
materialized.
doesn't have it. He can't go. He can't like do anything in the classrooms.
I call such a place a palace.
palace?
which I think is neat.
This is happening because he thinks
And
the school is his own
I
castle.
wonder if the other safe rooms
So
are designed
it became
in
like
a similar
this because
way.
he just thought of it like that?
But I've never actually tried to think about it. I don't remember what the other safe rooms are.
Son of
so
a bitch!
that's something I'll be keeping an eye out as I go through this
You
game.
must really hate this Kamoshida guy.
Hate doesn't even cover how I feel. Everything is that asshole's fault.
I don't know what happened between you two, but don't let your emotions get the better of you. His lackeys are everywhere inside. You're curious about your outfit, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm curious as hell about it too.
That's also because of this world.
More stuff that makes no sense.
Anything distorts according to how a ruler pleases within his palace. A school can turn into a castle like this, after all. In order to prevent such distortions, one must hold a powerful will of rebellion. Your appearance is a manifestation of that. It's the image of rebellion that you hold within.
I'm so fed up with all this. I'm more curious about you than his clothes. What the hell are you anyways?
I'm a human. An honest-to-God human.
No, you're obviously more like a cat.
This is, well, it's because I lost my true form, I think.
Sorry, I'm not saying much.
You think?
I do know
I'm
how
starting to
to
get
gain
kind
my
of
true
tired.
form. The reason why I
Once I
snuck in
save
here
here, I'm
was
probably
for a
gonna end stream
preliminary
here.
investigation of those
But-
means.
Yeah.
Well, I ended up getting caught, though. Besides, I've been tortured by Kamoshida too. I'm gonna make him pay for sure.
What is this, a comic book? This is seriously crazy.
If we're gonna keep going, we should hurry along.
Ugh.
I'll be counting on your skills this time too, rookie. Got it?
Don't worry, I'm not gonna force it all on you. I thought it might help, so... I brought this just in case. It's a model gun, though, so it only makes sounds.
That's a toy!
But it looks totally real, so it'll at least fake him out. Oh, I brought some medicine, too. You know what they say, providing is something.
So you were planning this from the start. Well, fine. If you're ready to go, we'll resume our infiltration.
Gun acquired. Gotcha.
Now then.
There are probably still soldiers making their rounds outside. Let's use this time to sort through our current situation.
I'll just add this.
And with that, I'm probably going to end it. I am going to end it here. This is fun though. I can't wait to go through more of this game. It's really interesting seeing all just the small changes to to the game between this and the Royal version, and you know, we'll get some more important, bigger changes as we go on. Yeah, I'm tired. I'm realizing that an RPG, that JRPGs are very demanding to stream just because of all the talking you have to do, but yeah, anyways, I hope you enjoy, and I hope you'll stick around as I continue this, though.